Hello YouTube, it's Rob TheTechWhiz here, and I'm going to be giving you guys a closer look at the Google Nexus 7 tablet. I've had it about a day and a half now. I just did an unboxing video, you can check that out on my channel. But I'm just going to be giving you guys a closer look at what you get out of the box with the Nexus and just my initial first thoughts and impressions from what I've seen so far from it. So let's just get started with the lock screen. I'll show you it's a little bit different in Jelly Bean. You see with the unlock, if you tap it, there's little dots that ripple out from the center. If you swipe up, you can go right into Google Now, which is a new feature that I'll talk about a little bit later, or any of the other directions to unlock it. Upon first unlocking it, you're greeted with this My Library widget that Google talked about at Google I/O. They said that the tablet was made for Google Play and for entertainment in mind, and this widget goes along perfectly with that. It has your most recent books, magazines, movies, and TV shows right at your fingertips. So let's get started. We'll take a look at Google Books. Since it's a 7-inch tablet, it makes it a really nice size for an e-reader. So we'll look at The Born Dominion on it. This is a book that comes with Google Books and the Nexus. You can see the little page animation makes it look like you're actually turning the page, and the overall experience on it is really nice. The pages turn really fast. The text is crisp and clear. There's also settings to change the font size and style, the line spacing, things like that, to make it easier to read depending on your eyesight. Okay. And then next we'll look at Google Magazines. You can see it'll first load up with an actual magazine page, which, as you can see, it's a little difficult to read. The text is small, so you can pinch and zoom and read it. That works well. But there's also a feature to just view the text of the article, so it formats it in a way that makes it really easy to read on the tablet, almost like Google Books. So it's a really nice magazine reading experience. I don't read much magazines, but you do get a few out of the box with the Nexus, including Popular Science, obviously, but also Food Network, Esquire, Family Circle, and Traveler. So you can take a look at those or subscribe to other ones through the Play Store. So next up, we'll look at Google Currents. This is something that Google also talked about at Google I/O. It's basically an online news feed. You can subscribe to different feeds, and they'll show up right here, and you can go into them easily and check out the articles. It formats it in a similar way to the magazine text, again making it really easy to read on the tablet. Okay, so next up we'll look at the YouTube app. They also talked about this at Google I/O, and they updated it to work really nicely with the tablet. When you first load it up, you're greeted with your channel feed, your most recent subscriber videos, and if you swipe over here, you can take a look at all your subscriptions, or narrow down by category, or even go into your own channel. So overall, really nice experience with the YouTube. The quality is really nice also. The HD video plays really well. I won't play a video now, but take my word for it, the HD video looks really nice, and the sound is also really good. Some other videos that I've seen said that the volume was kind of low on it, but for me, I think it's pretty perfect. More often than not, I'll probably use headphones anyway, which it does sound better with headphones, but the external speaker works nicely also. Alright, next up we'll look at Google Movies and TV shows. Out of the box, you may have heard that you get a copy of Transformers: Dark of the Moon, which plays and looks very nice on the tablet. You can look at it, or I'm sorry, you can view it online, but if you're going to be traveling, like maybe on a plane or in a car or something, and you want to download it, if you tap this pin, it'll start to download the video, and then you can watch it without an internet connection later. And there's also TV shows that you can do the same thing with. You don't get any free ones unfortunately, but there's a lot of popular TV shows that you can watch on the tablet. Which are they? Oh, some of them I guess are free. Maybe just the pilot episodes of some of them are free, or as you saw, you can buy the whole season. Okay, maybe that's just because it was a new show, but as you can see, that makes it really nice, especially, like I said, if you're going to be traveling on a plane, you need something to occupy your time. You can download an episode or two in the airport before you get on the plane, keep yourself busy during the flight. Next up, as I talked about in my unboxing video, Google Chrome comes stock with the Nexus for the first device to do so. So we'll take a look at that. You may be familiar with the mobile Chrome from Ice Cream Sandwich, and it works much the same way on here. Really nice. The pages load really fast. There's no checkerboarding or anything like that. Pinch to zoom works really well. Unfortunately, there's no Flash support anymore, but you can live without it. A lot of websites are not using Flash videos much anymore anyway, so it's not much of a fault. It's just a look at New York Times, which is a rather large website, and it loads up really fast, and just a nice web browsing experience overall. Okay, so next up, the Google Play Store. Once you sign into your Google account on the device for the first time, you get a $25 Google Play Store credit credited to your account. However, I saw a tweet from Google Nexus the other day that it's only going to be available till September 30th, I believe. So if you haven't already, hurry up and get the tablet. I don't know if they'll extend that or not since it's so popular. But just another nice feature from Google as well, the $25 credit. Okay, we'll take a look at Google Maps real quick. Not too much new here. It's if you've seen it before, it's much the same. You can look at this view, or you can change the view to a satellite view or layered view. But there's also a new feature, since it's a Wi-Fi only tablet. You can save the map for if you're traveling and you don't have a Wi-Fi connection. You can save it to your tablet and view it later. Just select the area and select Done, and it will download a copy of the map for you to view offline without an internet connection. So just another nice feature. Google's always thinking. Okay, and as I talked about at the lock screen, Google Now is something that's new with Jelly Bean also. To get to that, like I showed you, you can go swipe up from the lock screen or swipe up from the bottom on the tablet. And here's what Google Now looks like. It's just a bunch of little cards of personalized data that makes it easily available, just like I said, from swiping up. You can select different ones like weather, sports. You can select different teams, your favorite teams, and it'll give you the scores and things like that. This is a card for interesting places nearby and your next appointment or next calendar event. I'll show you some of the other ones. I showed you all those. Traffic, you can check the traffic before you leave in the morning, or if you use public transit like the buses, you can check the schedules before you leave, or you check on your flight, at your hotel before you leave, things like that. Okay, the last feature I'm going to talk about, it's called Google Voice Search. If you've seen Siri, it works much the same way. You just tap on this microphone up here and ask it a question, and it'll try to find the answer for you. If it's a simple question and it can, with a small amount of information, it'll bring it up in a card style like we saw on Google Now. But if it's a little bit more difficult or in-depth question, it'll just do a simple Google search for it. So I'll go ahead and show you an example. Who directed The Dark Knight Rises?
The Dark Knight Rises was directed by Christopher Nolan.
So as you can see, it brings up just a little card with his name, picture, and what he directed, like I said in the question. As you may have heard, it mispronounced his name a little bit, but found you the information nonetheless. So overall, it works really well. I'm really happy with it. Just fun to play around with it and ask it different questions and do random searches. So just another nice feature on the tablet. So that's about it. I covered pretty much everything that you get out of the box with it. I'll give you a quick look at the app drawer. The only things that you don't get are Zen Pinball and Fruit Ninja that I downloaded just to test to see how the gaming worked, which it did really well. The graphics are really nice, and the 12-core GPU and quad-core processor help with that. The gameplay is really nice on everything that I've tested so far. So overall, I'm really happy with it so far. It's a nice little tablet, and it feels really solid. The build quality is really nice, and I'm really liking the textured back. I don't know if you can, I don't know if you can see, but it's like almost a rubbery leather texture, but it feels really solid. You know, you're not going to drop it or anything like that. As well as I don't know if you can see them. Yeah, here. The lock and unlock button and the volume rocker. They're also really nice. Some tablets and phones that I've seen, the buttons are really flimsy and cheap feeling, but it feels really nice and feels like a quality tablet. So overall, I'm really happy. I would definitely recommend you picking one up. They start at $199 for the 8 gig model, or $249 for the 16 gig model, which is what I have, and I would recommend, since there's no micro SD card expansion, you want to get all that you can. So I would definitely recommend the 16 gigabyte one. But I assure you won't be disappointed if you do pick one up. So thanks for watching, and I'll have a more in-depth full review later on once I download my own apps and start personalizing it and using it on a day-to-day basis. I'll make another video with a full review, so you can check that out later. If you want to subscribe, then it'll show up in your channel feed. I would really appreciate it. Thanks for watching.